Hey NFL fans, before we dive into today's hottest stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update from NFL News Now. The Philadelphia Eagles' recent loss to the Denver Broncos has sparked a whirlwind of speculation, particularly concerning quarterback Jalen Hurts. Despite a commendable performance, throwing for 280 yards and 2 touchdowns, Hurts faced mounting pressure as the Eagles' offense faltered in critical moments. The most glaring misstep was a missed deep pass to A.J. Brown, which many believe could have sealed the game. Hurts himself acknowledged the significance of the play, referring to it as a potential dagger inside the Eagles. This rare misfire has led to whispers about Hurts' future with the team. Could this be the beginning of a rift between the star quarterback and the Eagles' front office? While no official statements have been made, the tension is palpable. Insiders suggest that the Eagles might be reevaluating their long-term commitment to Hurts, especially if the offense continues to underperform. The upcoming games will be crucial in determining whether this speculation holds any weight. Adding fuel to the fire is the ongoing saga with wide receiver A.J. Brown. Once a dynamic duo with Hurts, their connection has shown signs of strain. Brown's recent cryptic messages and on-field frustrations have not gone unnoticed. Some reports hint at a growing divide between the two, with Brown allegedly feeling sidelined in the offense Newsweek. While Hurts has publicly taken responsibility for the team's offensive struggles, including the missed connection with Brown inside the Eagles, the underlying issues may run deeper. The Eagles' coaching staff, led by Nick Sirianni, faces mounting pressure to address these internal conflicts. If the situation deteriorates, the Eagles might be forced to make a difficult decision regarding Brown's future with the team. The Eagles' offensive identity has been another point of contention. Despite boasting one of the most expensive offenses in the league, the team has struggled to find consistency. Injuries to key offensive linemen like Lane Johnson and Landon Dickerson have disrupted the offensive line stability, bleeding Green Nation. Additionally, the underutilization of running back Saquon Barkley has limited the team's offensive production. Quarterback Jalen Hurts has been largely removed from the designed run game, reducing the dual-threat dimension that helped fuel past success. Communication breakdowns, particularly between Hurts and top receiver A.J. Brown, were evident during the Broncos game and are a growing concern bleeding Green Nation. While the Eagles have shown flashes of their potential, they struggle to maintain consistency across 4 quarters. The offense ranks 17th in EPA per play, a stark drop from 6th in 2024. Coaches Kevin Patullo and Nick Sirianni face mounting pressure to recalibrate the scheme and rekindle the unit's explosiveness before deeper issues compromise their season trajectory. The loss to the Broncos also highlighted the Eagles' vulnerability in high-pressure situations. With a 17-3 lead late in the third quarter, the Eagles seemed poised to extend their undefeated streak. However, a series of missteps allowed the Broncos to mount a comeback. The most notable was a deep pass from Hurts to Brown that fell incomplete, a play that many believe could have sealed the game inside the Eagles. As the Broncos capitalized on the Eagles' mistakes, questions arose about the team's ability to execute under pressure. Hurts emphasized a lack of execution as the primary reason for the team's struggles, refusing to blame any individuals and instead taking accountability for the team's operational and communication issues bleeding Green Nation. His comments reflected leadership and a determined mindset, stressing the importance of collective responsibility and staying committed to team goals. The Eagles' upcoming games will be pivotal in determining the trajectory of their season. With a matchup against the New York Giants on Thursday, followed by games against the Minnesota Vikings and Green Bay Packers, the team has an opportunity to regroup and address their internal issues. However, the clock is ticking. If the offense continues to sputter and internal conflicts persist, the Eagles may find themselves at a crossroads. The front office will need to make critical decisions regarding personnel and strategy to ensure the team's success moving forward. In conclusion, the Philadelphia Eagles are at a crossroads. While their talent is undeniable, internal conflicts and offensive struggles have cast a shadow over their season. Jalen Hurts' leadership will be tested in the coming weeks as he navigates these challenges. The decisions made in the near future will determine whether the Eagles can overcome these obstacles and continue their pursuit of another Super Bowl title. As the Eagles prepare for their upcoming games, all eyes will be on quarterback Jalen Hurts. His performance in these matchups will be crucial in determining the team's direction. The pressure is mounting, and Hurts' ability to lead the offense effectively will be under intense scrutiny. The Eagles' coaching staff is likely evaluating all options to ensure the team's success, including potential adjustments to the offensive scheme and personnel. The coming weeks will be telling in assessing whether Hurts can rise to the occasion and guide the Eagles back to their winning ways. Meanwhile, wide receiver A.J. Brown's future with the team remains uncertain. His recent frustrations and cryptic messages have fueled speculation about a possible trade. While the Eagles have publicly stated their commitment to Brown, the situation bears monitoring. If the relationship between Brown and the coaching staff continues to deteriorate, the Eagles may be forced to make a difficult decision regarding his future. The dynamics between Hurts and Brown will be a storyline to watch in the coming weeks. The Eagles' offensive line will also play a pivotal role in the team's success. Injuries to key linemen have disrupted the offensive line's stability, affecting the team's overall performance. The coaching staff will need to address these issues promptly to ensure the offense operates efficiently. A cohesive offensive line is essential for the success of both the passing and running games. The Eagles' ability to protect Hurts and create running lanes for Barkley will be critical in their upcoming games. Defensively, the Eagles have shown resilience, but will need to maintain their high level of play to support the offense. The defense's ability to create turnovers and pressure opposing quarterbacks will be vital in close games. As the season progresses, the defense will need to continue performing at an elite level to compensate for any offensive inconsistencies. The synergy between the offense and defense will be key to the Eagles' success. Special teams, often overlooked, will also have a significant impact on the Eagles' season. Field position and the ability to capitalize on special teams opportunities can swing momentum in games. The coaching staff will need to ensure that all aspects of the team are functioning optimally. A well-rounded team performance is essential for sustained success throughout the season. In summary, the Philadelphia Eagles face several challenges as they move forward in the 2025 season. The dynamics between Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown, the performance of the offensive line, and the overall team cohesion will determine the team's trajectory. The coming weeks will be crucial in shaping the Eagles' path, and decisions made now will have lasting implications for the team's future. The rumor mill around the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts is only intensifying as the season progresses, and insiders suggest that the tension within the team could lead to drastic changes before the playoffs. While Hurts has demonstrated remarkable poise in previous games, the recent inconsistencies in the offense have left fans and analysts questioning his long-term fit in Philadelphia, especially as whispers of potential trades begin circulating in the NFL community. Sources close to the team claim that Hurts' leadership is being tested like never before, with some players reportedly frustrated by play calling and the perceived lack of synergy between the quarterback and his receivers. The Eagles' management, meanwhile, is reportedly weighing options behind closed doors, exploring whether they should maintain full confidence in Hurts or consider a contingency plan that might involve acquiring a new quarterback in the next draft or even before the trade deadline. Observers note that Hurts' dual-threat capability is still a major asset, but if the team fails to maximize his strengths, the speculation about his departure may become more than just a rumor. As the Eagles head into crucial matchups against top-tier defenses, every misstep could amplify the pressure, making this period a pivotal moment not only for Hurts, but for the entire organization, with fans watching every move closely. The relationship between Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown remains under intense scrutiny as rumors swirl about potential friction affecting team performance, and analysts are debating whether these internal dynamics could impact the Eagles' playoff aspirations. Observers point to the Broncos game as a turning point, highlighting a miscommunication on a critical deep pass that many argue altered the momentum of the match. While Hurts publicly assumed responsibility for the failed connection, insiders suggest that Brown's frustration has been simmering for weeks, and that subtle signs of tension, from sideline body language to cryptic social media posts, have not gone unnoticed. The Eagles' coaching staff, led by Nick Sirianni, is reportedly attempting to mediate the situation, but questions remain about whether the resolution will come in time to stabilize the offense. Some insiders even speculate that if Hurts and Brown cannot find consistent chemistry, The front office might explore trade scenarios for one or both players, a notion that has sent shockwaves through the fanbase. As Philadelphia faces a challenging stretch of games against playoff-caliber opponents, every interaction on and off the field is being scrutinized. Rumors continue to swirl that the team's leadership might need to make unprecedented decisions to preserve harmony and maintain their Super Bowl aspirations, with Jalen Hurts squarely at the center of the storm. Keep watching as we analyze more details about some rumors. The offensive line, long considered the unsung backbone of the Eagles' strategy, has emerged as a focal point in the speculation surrounding Jalen Hurts' potential departure, and analysts are increasingly noting that repeated injuries and lineup changes have disrupted team cohesion in ways that cannot be overlooked. Lane Johnson and Landon Dickerson, pivotal anchors of the line, have faced intermittent injuries, creating vulnerabilities that opposing defenses have ruthlessly exploited. Insiders note that Hurts, while resilient and adaptive, is impacted when the pocket protection falters, and the resulting pressures have led to both sacks and hurried decisions that have frustrated fans and commentators alike. Some reports suggest that management is now evaluating whether investing in reinforcements through trades or accelerated recovery protocols for injured linemen could mitigate these vulnerabilities, and that failure to address the offensive line's inconsistency could escalate the speculation about Hurts' long-term role. Observers argue that a quarterback's success is intimately linked to line performance, and if Hurts perceives the team's support structure as inadequate, he may consider exploring opportunities elsewhere. The rumors, though unconfirmed, reflect the high stakes involved as the Eagles balance player welfare, offensive efficiency, and the intense media scrutiny that accompanies a franchise with championship ambitions. Defensively, the Eagles have provided moments of brilliance, but some insiders suggest that reliance on the defense to compensate for offensive inconsistencies may be masking deeper issues that could indirectly influence Jalen Hurts' future with the team. Analysts point out that while the secondary has forced turnovers and the pass rush has produced critical sacks, the inconsistency of offensive drives has sometimes placed the defense in unsustainable positions, increasing the perception that Hurts' offensive struggles are magnified. Rumors indicate that some members of the locker room are quietly discussing whether a shakeup in offensive personnel or scheme might relieve pressure on the quarterback, and speculation about potential departures, including Hurts himself, has only fueled media narratives. The Eagles' front office is reportedly monitoring the situation closely, weighing the benefits of standing pat against the possibility that proactive adjustments may be necessary to safeguard both team morale and long-term success. As the season advances toward the playoffs, every loss, every miscommunication, and every misplayed down has amplified the chatter, turning what might have been isolated incidents into fodder for broader speculation about whether Philadelphia is willing to make hard decisions to protect its championship aspirations, with Jalen Hurts' role hanging in the balance. Special teams, often overlooked in the heat of quarterback rumors, have nonetheless become a subtle yet influential factor in the ongoing speculation surrounding Jalen Hurts, as sources suggest that inconsistent field position and critical mistakes in kicking and coverage units have occasionally increased pressure on the offense, indirectly impacting Hurts' performance and the perception of his effectiveness. Observers note that when special teams fail to secure favorable field position or convert scoring opportunities, Hurts is forced to navigate more challenging circumstances, potentially contributing to turnovers or stalled drives that exacerbate criticism. Rumors suggest that some Eagles analysts and insiders are quietly evaluating whether improvements in these often underrated units could relieve enough pressure on the offense to stabilize Hurts' trajectory, while failing to do so might reinforce the narrative that the quarterback's future is uncertain. Furthermore, media speculation continues to highlight the interconnectedness of these issues, framing Hurts' situation as symptomatic of broader organizational challenges rather than purely a matter of individual performance. As the Eagles approach a crucial stretch of their schedule, every misstep, whether from offensive, defensive, or special teams units, is magnified, contributing to a climate of uncertainty that fuels the rumor mill. Fans and pundits alike remain captivated by each development, knowing that the decisions made now could redefine Philadelphia's championship prospects. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your fellow NFL fans. Stay tuned for more updates, only here on NFL News Now.